You're not gonna believe this, but give it a shot. About 2 years ago, I started posting TikTok videos, and I came across this one video talking about manifesting a blue feather. And they were referencing this book called Illusions by Richard Bach. And in that book, he gives this practice about manifestation where you envision finding a blue feather and what it feels like to find it, and then you let it go, and then sometime down the road you end up finding this blue feather. And a lot of people have done it and they're like, oh, I found a blue feather, I found a blue feather. So I saw this video and I was like, oh shit, whatever, I'll just give it a shot. I feel like I've manifested things in the past. Maybe, I don't know, what do I got to lose? So I do the practice, forgot about it. Then I start going through a really hard time in my life. And one of my friends calls me and she's like, hey, you know you're going through some stuff. Let's talk about it. Let's go have lunch. I said, yeah, cool, let's go. It had been about 3 weeks since I did the whole manifesting a blue feather thing. And I kind of just forgot about it. Long story short, I meet my friend at the park and we're about to go in one end, and I was like, let's actually go over here, like where we intended, because she ended up somewhere else. And I was like, yeah, we can go over there. And then as I was walking over there, I was like, actually, let's go where we said we should, or where we agreed on. I just feel like we should be there. Anyway, we meet there. And as I go to sit down on this bench, it's in this open field. There's probably like 30 benches out there. And I'm like, oh, this bench over here, this random bench in the corner. I tied my dog around the tree and I go to crawl up on the bench and sit down. And as soon as I go to crawl up on that bench, I look down and I shit you not, this is exactly what I found. This is the blue feather that I found. And I said, what color is that? She's like, blue. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I told her the whole story about the manifestation thing and the whole practice. I was like, out of all places we could have been, right here, in this time in my life, I've done things like this in the past where things have manifested for me or whatever. And so I came back home. I told the story on TikTok. That was my first viral video. I had 120 followers maybe before that. Then I tell the story. I got 10,000 followers that night, so on and so forth. As you know, my following has been growing ever since. So all of that to say, in that video, I was like, oh, you can't make this shit up, but you really can. But I didn't, because this is it.